This conference will now be recorded.
So we done for, going on for decision rules, right? Decision table is completed last class. I'm going to my idea about decision trees. What is the decision tree? Correct? Difference between decision table and decision trees. Yeah. The decision table is completed. Then move on to the decision tree. So decision tree is nothing but the conditions. The format is in the tree format. So the logic in the form of nested if logic. Within if we can add the multiple if condition. That is nothing but decision tree. So just observe main difference between decision table and decision trees. Within decision table, so we can't call the other decision rules, but this within decision tree we can call the other decision rules also. Correct? So suppose within, in the decision table, so we can apply the build and expressions, but decision tree it's not possible to build an expression. Okay, decision tree and decision tables already mentioned some few points into the in document. You can just to go through that. These are the main differences. We can just go to last class admin at the rate of records. Password is rules. And click on login. Okay, so we already done. Let's go to okay. So I'm going to apply in the same class only decision tree. Let's create the decision tree now. Remaining same process is same. Okay. Create the decision tree and refer the decision tree into the activity and call the activity into the flow action. The remaining process is same. Suppose if you open any some predefined decision trees, then always look like that. Go for decision and then decision trees. See, this is the one if conditions. This is only another if conditions. Within if there is one more if condition here. So like that. So within if you want to add the multiple if statements, that time we'll go for the decision tree. And one more thing is, suppose if you want to call within decision tree some other decision rules. Okay. Here we need to click on the checkbox. Allow selection of decision options. So we'll come back. If you click on that, there is some approve, evaluate. Okay. So let's go to here. There's a call to decision tree or map value on call decision tree. Suppose if we select the call decision tree, so we can select the decision tree name. What are the decision trees will be created or something predefined decision rules, we can refer it here. Got it right. So this is how we can within decision tree how to call the decision tables. In the configuration, everything some this is an option. If you want to call other within decision tree other decision rules. Allow adding for this one. Allow selection of call decision options. Okay. So here we can, if you want to pass the parameters, and we can specify the parameters. If you want to include any pairs and classes in the decision trees, we can define it here. Okay. This is how we can define the decision trees. Fine. So suppose I'm going to create the same coupon codes. Okay. So how to create the decision tree for coupon codes? Right click. Remaining only two steps are changed. Remaining all are same. Okay. Let's go to create decision something tree code, create and open that. That is coupon code. Coupon code equals to some any coupon code. So whenever the coupon code is equals to this one, return to some value. That's it. So this is a way we can give the conditions. Otherwise 0. Fine. Now we can test it. This is a properly is working or not. So go to actions. We can run it also. That's it. Now let's go to create an activity and call this decision tree into the activity. So how to call the decision table into the activity? Same process here. The method is changed. Let's go to create the technical and activity now. Tree activity and then create and open this. So first of all, we need to define the parameter, some parameter, anyone. Okay. So you can select this is integer and then we'll come back to the steps. Use the property set property map decision tree method. So when you expand this, so we need to refer the parameter and then the decision tree name here. That's it. Now we'll come back and calculate the amount, right? Mapping. So my main target amount, how will we calculate the amount? So property set methods. Before that, here we need to add the default page of work object processing is PY work page, and then work class Kotak Mahindra Bank, and then work class. Now yes, go to steps. Here we can give directly. Go to expand this method. So PY work page dot that amount equals to PY work page dot amount minus the parameter. That's it. And click on save. So just call this activity into the flag actions. Okay, which flag actions? We have some recharge flag actions and then payment flag actions, right? So anyone recharge and already table activity already we referred here, right? I'm going to delete it and then refer the tree activity. Go to actions here under the post processing and then we can call it table activity and then click on save it. Fine. Sorry, not table activity, tree activity. So let's go to run the case. Okay, let's go to run the case and then test it. Test scenario is the case type. 1 second. Fine. Okay, suppose CC00 to 50. I'm going to enter some amount now. 50 means 850 is our expected result, correct? If you're getting 850, that logic is correct. Otherwise wrong. Correct. We got 850. This is how can you refer the decision trees. Next one is same process. Okay, so I will tell you creating for map values. Create that refer the map value in activity, call the activity into the actions, but I will show you how to create the map value. Map value is nothing but convert the two inputs values into one output value. Okay, map value is nothing but what? Convert the two inputs values into one output value. So suppose example is some, let us assume some bank example. Okay, so అదేంటి ఫేస్బుక్ అనుకోండి. ఫేస్బుక్ యూజర్ నేమ్ అండ్ పాస్వర్డ్, కరెక్ట్? యూజర్ నేమ్ అండ్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఇస్ టూ ఇన్పుట్స్ and then it will convert into the one output. Suppose example, the bank username password, either net bank అనుకోండి, username password, two inputs and it will convert into one output. Suppose sometimes username PAN card number. Okay, so that means the map value is convert the two inputs values into one output. The conditions in the form of matrix, number of rows and columns. Okay, so that is what about the map value. Now I'm going to show you then how can you create the map values. మీరు మిగతా చేసేయాలంగా మ్యాప్ వాల్యూని యాక్టివిటీలో కాల్ చేయండి, యాక్టివిటీని ఫ్లో యాక్షన్లో కాల్ చేయండి, అంతే. రైట్ క్లిక్, గో టు క్రియేట్ డిసిషన్ అండ్ మ్యాప్ వాల్యూ హియర్. ఓకే, so what are the two inputs I'm going to show you in the same example only. So the first input is we can define the row, second input is the columns. Okay, here go for here first one, configuration tab. What is the row name, what is the column name? What is the property for role name? Something some recharge type. Can go for recharge type is rows. Then network operator is the column. Okay, suppose ఏదైనా మీరు ఒక ఎయిర్టెల్ ప్రీపెయిడ్ ఈ రీఛార్జ్ చేసుకుంటే ఒక ఆఫర్, some 50 rupees offer, something V and then prepaid or something postpaid, so customer will get some offer. Okay, so that is what about here. The coupon code is not involved. These two inputs is converted into one output value. Okay, that is what about the map value. Now we'll come back to the matrix format. You will get automatically rows and columns are formatted, and if you want to configure the rows, you can add the rows here, then first row prepaid and second row postpaid. So manually you can just give some columns. Okay, some networks, something Airtel, something Jio or something, and so on. Correct. Now you can go to click on submit. These are the rows and these are the columns. I'm going to add it some values. Okay, that's it. Fine, and click on save this. That's all. So if you're going to actions and run this and test it, so then provide the recharge type and then prepaid, network operator. So check once you're getting the result or not, correct result or not. Suppose network, the prepaid, recharge type is a prepaid, and click on run. Then network operator is the Airtel. The value, written value is 90, correct? This is how output is, correct, right? Now we can just go and create an activity. నేను సేమ్ యాక్టివిటీలో చెప్తున్నా, టేబుల్ యాక్టివిటీలో, ట్రీ యాక్టివిటీలో మళ్ళీ క్రియేట్ చేయకుండా మీరు కావాలంటే మోడిఫికేషన్ చేసుకో. Something is a tree code, right? Tree activity, same activity creation no same, but parameters if you want to change you can change it, but the method will be changed here. That is property hyphen map hyphen value. There is a two methods, property map value and property value pair. Property map value ante one row one column. Property map value pair ante multiple rows, more than one row more than one column ఉన్నప్పుడు property value pair. Suppose మీకు only one row only one column. Suppose username and password, Facebook username and password is only one column, one row and one column, correct? In that case, we can go for the property map value. Suppose multiple inputs multiple inputs and multiple outputs, correct? In that case, we'll go for the property map value pair. That's it. ఈ మెథడ్ యూజ్ చేసుకొని మనం మ్యాప్ వాల్యూ కాల్ చేసుకుంటాం. దిస్ ఈస్ ద సేమ్ ప్రాసెస్. యువర్ పేజ్ అమౌంట్ డాట్ పారం డాట్ దిస్ వన్. What is the parameter? Minus parameter. That's it. This is how we can refer the map value in activity, then how to call the activity to the flags. Correct? That is. Suppose వీటన్నిటి కలిపి మనం ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తాం? ప్రాజెక్ట్లో అయితే ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తాం? ఓకే, ఏ రిక్వైర్మెంట్లో యూజ్ చేస్తాం. బట్ మన ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఆ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ లేదు. బట్ అనదర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అంటే ఇది కొంచెం జస్ట్ లోన్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అండి, 2 వీలర్ లోన్ అండ్ పర్సనల్ లోన్. సపోజ్ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ లోన్ తీసుకున్నారు, పర్సనల్ లోన్ తీసుకున్నారు అంటే ప్రాపర్గా కస్టమర్ ఈఎంఐ పే చేస్తున్నాడా లేదా, వాట్ జస్ట్ బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు అప్లై ఎనీ లోన్ అగైన్, ఎనీ సమ్ పర్సనల్ లోన్, అగైన్ వన్ మోర్ పర్సనల్ లోన్, రైట్? The bank is going to calculate the credit score of the customer. If the credit score is good, then bank is going to approve the one more loan, correct? So this is what about before going to approve the second loan, then how to calculate the credit score. So if you want to calculate the credit score, and these many decision tables and decision trees required. Residence type, okay, this is the one decision table, and then industry type one decision tables, total experience decision tables, and salary decision tables. These are the 4 decision tables. మీరు decision tree కూడా క్రియేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ టైప్ కంపల్సరీ డిసిషన్ ట్రీ, ఎందుకంటే డిసిషన్ ట్రీలో మాత్రమే ఇంకొక డిసిషన్ రూల్స్ మనం రెఫర్ చేయగలుగుతాం. మనం డిసిషన్ టేబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసాం అనుకోండి, ఇన్ ద డిసిషన్ టేబుల్స్ వీ కాంట్ రెఫర్ ద అదర్ డిసిషన్ రూల్స్, కరెక్ట్? సో హియర్ I call the within this employment decision tree, I refer some other decision tables also. Suppose when the customer is salaried, call the industry type table. Okay, ask the some industry type, the customer belongs to which industry and all. If it is salaried doctor, call the experience table. Okay, this is one. So ఒకవేళ స్టూడెంట్ అయ్యా అనుకోండి, దేనికి కాల్ చేయకూడదు, దెన్ క్యాల్కులేట్ దిస్ రిటర్న్ వాల్యూ ఓన్లీ. దట్స్ ఇట్. దిస్ ఇస్ హౌ we can use for the, if you want to calculate the credit score of the customers, you can use that. I'm not going for more complicated. I will show you then how to calculate the credit score. That's it. ఇది కొంచెం కాంప్లికేటెడ్ ఉంటుంది లాజిక్, నేను అంత దూరం వెళ్ళట్లేదు, బట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు షో యూ సమ్ సింపుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. అండ్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ లాగిన్. నేను లాజిక్ చూపిస్తాను మీకు అంతే. దిస్ ఇస్ అన్ యాక్టివిటీ అండి. ఇది ఎక్కడ కాల్ చేశారు, ఇది ఎట్లా వస్తుంది అనేది అడగకండి, చాలా అది కొంచెం కాంప్లికేటెడ్ మళ్ళీ. సో దే ప్రాపర్టీ సెట్, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మీరు ఏ వాల్యూస్ని అయితే డిసిషన్ టేబుల్స్ కాల్ చేస్తున్నారో వాటి పారామీటర్స్ని ఫస్ట్ డిఫైన్ చేయాలి. ఇక్కడ రెసీ టైప్, ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ టైప్, సాలరీ. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వాటిని నల్ చేసుకోవాలి, నలిఫై దట్ ఆల్ పారామీటర్స్, రెసీ టైప్ and then salary, just set the 0. The second one, call the property decision, I mean the decision table. The decision table is this one. Okay, next one, decision tree, industry type decision tree, correct? The next one is the again decision table, salary decision table. ఇవన్నీ కలిపి salary score వాల్యూలో యాడ్ అవ్వాలి. యాడ్ param dot receipt type, param dot employment type, param dot salary. So add this all credit score into under the score. How to get this total score. Let's go to run the case. Suppose industry type, first one residence type. I'm going to enter residence type is something some hostel అనుకుందాం. Hostel is the 3, correct? Enter the hostel. So I'm going to enter the personal loan. So rural loan details are not displaying here. Make skipping up now to skip the particular process here. I'm going to enter salary or salary deductor, right? Salary అన్నప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఏ డిసిషన్ టేబుల్ కాల్ అవ్వాలి, ఇండస్ట్రీ టైప్ అంటే ఇండస్ట్రీ టైప్ మెన్షన్ చేయాలి. ఇండస్ట్రీ టైప్ సంథింగ్ ఐమ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్, ఎడ్యుకేషన్ రిటర్న్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ 2. Okay, industry type is some education entry, education entry value is what, 2. Salary, next salary enta something it is salary some 8,000 or something, 8,000 అయితే between 0 to 10,000 2, that is I'm going to enter the 8,000, that is the written value is 2. Monthly salary. Now total how much is the credit score here? 5 7, total 7 రావాలి credit score. ఇది వదిలేయండి, ఇది మంత్లీ ఈఎంఐ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్ ఉంటుంది. 7, we got 7 total credit. అర్థమైందా? ఎక్కడ మేము సినారియోస్లో ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తాం ఓకే అనేది ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను మీకు, ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఎక్కడ యూజ్ చేస్తామని. సినారియో బేస్డ్ మీకు ఇంకొక రూల్ ఒక సినారియో చెప్పాం మళ్ళీ. గాట్ ఇట్ గైస్? ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్? ఫైన్, లెట్స్ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు నెక్స్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్. Decision rules are completed now. Decision rules are completed. When already I told you so many situations, when is nothing but a boolean values. Then next we'll go for the declarative rules. So we have declare expression, now some declare on change, declare trigger, and declare constraint. These are the 4 types of declarative rules. Declarative rules is nothing but just to define the condition, should not be explicitly called. మనం ఎక్కడ రెఫర్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, జస్ట్ డిఫైన్ చేసి వదిలేస్తాం. దెన్ ఆటోమేటికలీ సో ఇట్ విల్ బి పర్ఫార్మ్ ఇన్ టు ద బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్. ఓకే, విల్ మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ద ఫస్ట్ declare expression. Declare expression is nothing but whenever the input value changes, the target property should be calculated. That is nothing but a declare expression. So let us assume simple example. You are going to purchasing some online shopping, something product. Okay, what is the purchase product? Okay, the product, and then cost of the product, and then quantity of the product. Then what is the total? Right? So what is the total? Total is equal to formula is what? The cost into quantity. Correct? So whenever cost and quantity will be changed, the total gets calculated automatically. So declare expressions are defined in 2 ways. Then one is the under target property, directly we'll go for target property and we can add it, or under the decision manually we can create it, go for create decision declare expressions. All declarative rules under the decision category only. Okay, this one. So what is the declare expression, how to define, how to calculate is the particular products, multiple products, and what is the subtotal. So we can just go and create it now. Okay, just implement this logic. So what I'm going to do, open the same case step. One second. Okay, one second, guys. admin at the rate of your application password is rules. Click on login now. If you want to implement this logic, okay, this particular logic, first we need to create a page list. In this page list, and we can add the product and cost and quantity and total are the fields. Okay, what I'm going to do what? So let's go to case type, the same case type only. Okay, first thing I'm going to create a class now. Class is sysadmin category. Create the class, data class. Something Kotak Mahindra Bank hyphen sorry line items. Drop down రాకపోతే copy paste చేసేసుకోండి. This is a class name, line items. Create and open this class. Specify this class the hierarchy, nothing but this class is what type of class, the version, correct version, and it belongs to, or all data classes are does not belongs to class group. That's it, right? So if you click on save, we'll get error. So some description and then usage compulsory is a mandate. Do some description here and then usage also same. Fine. And click on save it. The class is created successfully. Open the class and add the required fields. Hyphen line items is a class and add the required fields. Right click and go to wizard, view data designer here, add the required fields. Something I'm going to add the field. Product is a test type. Cost is integer data type. Quantity is also integer data type. Then next one is total. Total also integer data type. Fine, click on save this and back to work class and then build the the property. The property data type is a page list. Okay. So this is a data work class and then right click, go to create the property now. This property data type is what? Page list. Data type is page list. Line items only, create and open. So in the next step, and we can define the data type of this property is page list. We will ask the referencing class Kotak Mahindra Bank hyphen. So add the reference class here. That is Kotak Mahindra line items. Okay, this is the referencing class. So if you go to check that this particular class, the page list will be created or not. This is a prerequisite, and if you're going to implement this type of logic, and this is a prerequisite. Let's go to data model, then property. See, line items. మిగతా దానికల్లా arrow ఉండదు, దీనికి arrow ఉంటుంది. So these are the properties we created now. So this is how we can create the page list. Fine. I'm going to delete this step now, this whole process. Add the some online purchase. Okay, online purchase. This is my stage name. Here I'm going to add them steps. There is a one step only. That is for collecting for the customer details. Correct. So let us assume something customer details. Fine, right? And click on save it. We'll go for configure you. I'm not adding any fields, just I'm configuring it. That's it. Okay, I'm not adding anything else. Suppose if you want to add the the list type properties into the section, we have some different layout. We can use a different layout here. But I'm just configuring and click on submit it. I will tell you how to add it. So when you are configuring the section, the flow action, the flow is created, correct? Now open that. That's all. Very simple. Now before going to create open the section and all, I'm going to define the expression. That is a declare expression. Let's go to open that particular the class. There's some property, correct? Directly go to the property, target property, right click on and define the expression here. So that your expression is nothing but this is the target property is updated based on which inputs. The line items is a clipboard page to hold that all purchase items. The customer is selecting for the 10 items. Item 1, line items 2, line items 3 and so on, correct? That all into the order array. Okay. So let's go to create and open this. Now here we can add it. The condition is the value of sum of minimum of maximum of and sum. That is dot the cost into quantity. Okay. Save it. That's it. So no need to refer anywhere. Declarative rules should not be explicitly called. Okay. So just to define the declare expression. That's it. And then we'll come back to your the particular sections and then flag actions are created, right? Customer details section is created, correct? Let's open the customer details section and displaying into the editable mode. So I'm going to refer the list type property, not for the single property. So we have some list of layouts, right? We covered already into the project also. Right? So when you are going to do that, we can select the tabular layout, drag and drop the tabular layouts here. Okay. In the tabular layout, we can call which one the page list property. The source is property. The property is dot page list line items. So remaining can select you don't want header and footer and then we can select it. If you want to header and footer, we can check it once. These are pages, how many pages you want, maximum. So the data will be displaying in UI read only or editable mode. By default read only, but this editing user will be enter this data, right? So the line, the item name, product name, cost and quantity, correct? So that's the reason you can click on into the rows are always editable. Okay. So we can add the fields. The first one is the product, cost, quantity, total. That's it. The first column, the first box indicates the value of the property. Okay. So the second box indicates the heading, only heading of the property. Give the heading only. Second box. That is product. And I'll go for Azure is heading, no problem. Yeah, fine. And click on save, that's it, fine, and then go to check the output. Save this case. Save and run this case now. Okay, let's add the item here. Suppose some laptop, the cost is some 9,000, suppose. Some quantity is 9. Can just automatically the total is updated here, like this. Now how to add the subtotal? If you click on save, the details are saved into the clipboard, right? So line items 1 laptop, line items 2 ball, correct? Let's go to open the clipboard now. User pages, under the PO work page, we have some line items. These are line items 1, first product, the second product, like this. Page list is nothing but what? Order set of array number of pages. All pages will be with order array, correct? So the subscript will be integer. Okay, this is how the values are stored in the clipboard now. How to calculate the subtotal, right? So adding for all totals. This is a page 1 total, page 2 total, page 3 total, right? How to define the formula? Suppose I'm going to create some simply one property here. Let's create the property. That is, create the property subtotal. Subtotal and create and open this. This is integer, suppose. Okay, integer, and click on save it. Fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the one more declarative expressions. Then if you want to create the declarative expression, that is path is go to diction and declare expression. This is the path. So what is the declare expression? First we need to mention the target property. What is target property here? Subtotal is the target property. Page contents limit by default it will be triggered, and then create and open that. So here we define the formula of calculating for the sum of all totals. So here we can select sum of what? All pages to total, correct? Suppose dot, first we need to refer the page list, line items dot, in page list every page total, correct? That's it. Okay, so line items dot total, sum of all pages in page list. This is a formula. Now we can go to come back and save and run the case. Sorry, so we need to add the subtotal property. Let's go for section, drag and drop one more layout here, capture the input, that is subtotal. This subtotal is a read only, correct? Not editable. So user will be can't editing this. And click on submit it. It's only for read only and click on save it. Fine. Now we'll go for case and save and run the case. Like that. Automatically subtotal also calculated. Clear, right? This is only for declare expression. Remaining declare on chain, declare trigger, and declare constant we'll see tomorrow class. Okay. So what are the remaining concepts will be there, and we'll discuss the tomorrow class. Maybe one or two classes tomorrow. Then after that, one class, maybe one or two classes. We'll close it. Okay. Any questions, guys? Okay, fine. We'll meet tomorrow, same time. Right. Bye.